Welcome back, everybody. Today's date is now a brand new month. It's Saturday, November the 1st, and October has officially finished. Welcome, everybody. My name is Phil. For those that know me, I've been in the crypto space for now about 11 years. 3 major bull markets, 2 major bear markets, and I specialize in a bear market. The reason I specialize in that specifically is because of this reason. In 2017, 2016, I have no idea what I was doing. I made a huge amount of profit in 2017. And because of that, I didn't really know how to protect these profits of mine. And in 2018, I was just bleeding away. I was bleeding away so much that I was forced to adapt in a major way. So I didn't give everything back to the market. And that's where I really started to specialize in shorting because I understood, hey, this is what a bear market is. Most of the fuel that's driving the price to the upside is just a huge bull trap. And the sentiment when it goes up is just basically a distribution zone for accumulation of shorts. And that hype that's very short lived just ends up getting driven down to the downside with liquidity traps and liquidity hunts all the time. And when you understand these concepts of how the market is driven upwards just to hunt for liquidity, to eventually you are going to use that liquidity when you're bull trapped to fuel the downside even more. So 1 year in a bear market taught me more than 3 years in a bull market. And then come 2021 around, I hyper specialized in it and actually made more money in 2022's bear market than I did in 2021's bull market. So I'm actually getting excited that it might be around the corner. I know we don't want to hear this right now, but it could be around the corner. So if you learned how to specialize in a bear market and change up that mentality of yours, you're going to be better than 98% of the traders out there that are basically living off of FOMO and just praying that their greed is going to drive up the market upwards, but it's not going to be like that. So October was the first month in 7 years in October where we got a bearish month. Everybody thought that October was going to be Uptober, but trends are meant to be broken. We have now, as I've stated, trended well above 1,000 days in the bull market, well above the maximum length after the Bitcoin halving of 545 days. We're now at about 560 days. So this market is looking pretty bad right now. If anybody believes we're going to hyperextend, maybe we will, but the truth is we probably won't, okay? So right now, Bitcoin is holding above this monthly resistance, okay? I took a very large long position over here when we were hitting the weekly supports over there, right? So right here, I announced in my Discord group. If you are not in my Discord group yet, you should probably join it. I announced very clearly that I was going to enter a multi-million-dollar long position for Ethereum. Just as an example, I said I will attempt a $1.1 million long right now on Ethereum for these reasons. And then I took my profit, super quick in, super quick out. I didn't really make too much on it. I made $9,000 on it. I could have made $40,000 if I stayed in it longer, but it was late at night and it was just a scalp. So if you're not in my Discord group, take a look at the link below, join it. You're going to get tons of calls. So the way that Bitcoin is leading right now is it's just holding barely at a support, okay? Barely. And we see the MACD, everything crossing to the downside from our side to MACD, lower highs all the time. This is my prediction now, and I'm thinking I'm going to be right. We're seeing some sort of descending type of triangle that's just going to squeeze into these lower regions, and eventually it's just going to pop and it's going to break to the downside. I think that this region is going to break down extremely hard to the downside. As you can see, in every bear market, we get to the very low RSIs on the weekly, and when we get to those ranges, that's basically when we start buying. So I'm very excited about that. Hopefully we do get a drop. We've had more than 1,000 something days already of a beautiful bull market. Bull markets don't generally last longer than this. So I still stand my bearish ground very, very clearly. And the main reason I do so is because I don't see any bullish momentum or proof yet. Unless we break above 111K, then I'll perhaps be fairly bullish. And unless we break above like 4,800 ranges for Ethereum, then I'll be bullish. Until then, probably not going to do much. People are always wondering, oh wow, Solana has dropped so much already, or even coins like Polkadot, for example, right? They're on the lower regions. They're like, oh, they look so low already. How much lower can they go? Easy, right? It's all a percentage game. From $3 to $1.50, that's 50%. So yes, it can drop a significant amount more. There is no coin right now that is immune to potential drops. Nothing is just being blown out of the water right now, except for some altcoins, of course, like Virtual. Virtual is performing fairly well from the bottom there when it dipped. Ended up doing substantial returns already of about 630%. So the day trading is really good right now. I unfortunately can't day trade till tomorrow because I accidentally cooled down my account from instead of 1 week to instead of 1 day to 1 week. But I contacted Binance and they're gonna uncool my account tomorrow so I can actually start trading again. And right now, like the market is still looking fairly regular. If you take a look at the total market cap, there's nothing substantial about it. Maybe this broke to the upside, this lower high, and then on Bitcoin, the same thing. The lower high pattern here ended up breaking, and then on Ethereum as well, the lower high ended up breaking in the exact same way. So if I were to guess, Ethereum's got a chance to maybe hit 4250 again, or we might just retest the lower support ranges at 37 and then just entirely break to the downside. And then if you take a look at the total 3 market cap, it still doesn't look good in any way. We're seeing it in this type of ascending pattern, but I think it's not going to hold. The weekly MACD after 1,000 days of a bull market is usually a very good sign when the MACD crosses over that, hey, you know what, this is not looking good right now. It's time to get out of the market. I just wanted to give you a very quick update today, nothing too long on the weekend. This is what Bitcoin dominance looks like in a bull market, in an altcoin season. And what you can see right here is that it's not even close to any type of bull market right now because we haven't dropped in Bitcoin dominance the way that we wanted to. Right now, social media and just the general public, they're on edge. Nobody knows anything. Everybody is wondering, like, how is this going to rally even more? Why haven't we rallied already? These are some very good questions to be asking. And from my perspective, it's better to not try to predict the market too much. And it's better to just react as the data comes in. Because once the data comes in and we react to it, then we can have a better understanding of how this market can move and trend. But for now, we look very, very bearish. I still believe firmly that day trading is going to be one of the best ways to profit right now in the market. I'm already creating my bear market course, which will be about 30 lessons over 12 hours. And I think that it's probably a good idea to start preparing for a bear market just in case it does happen. Because the last thing you want is to be caught like a deer in the headlights because you didn't study for it. Those that study ahead and prepare and plan, especially when the market's not the best right now, you will be awarded. You will be rewarded immensely if the bear market does actually begin. You're going to learn all of my strategies where I specialize in it, how I plan to take multi-million-dollar short positions, how I plan to mainly swing rather than day trade, because day trading to me in a bear market, it's not as ideal. I'm going to be swinging very large positions on the 4-hour and the daily time frame, so you can get a chance to learn all these strategies with me as well. On the release of this course, it's going to come with 2 things specifically. One is a lifetime membership to my elite tier Discord group, and the second one will be every single Friday for the entire duration of the bear market. I will be live streaming my desktop, and you will get an opportunity to come trade with me. So Fridays, I live stream, we hunt for trades together, we trade together, and there's also going to be weekly lesson videos only for the people in the bear market. So I'm going to create a lesson video that's going to summarize a lot of the trades. So at the end of the week on a Sunday, what I'll do is I'll release about a 1 hour, 30 minute to 1 hour video. I'll be reviewing a lot of the coins that have moved and talking about the strategy behind them and how you could have caught them as well. So combined with the Friday live stream where you get to trade with me, and then the Sunday recap of lesson video on top of getting the course as well, on top of being able to join my Elite Tier Discord group, I'm pretty confident that you're going to thrive immensely in it. So I'll see you in the group and have yourself a great day. Enjoy the weekend and late happy Halloween to everybody. Bye now.